Fans think Quinn Hughes sees ghosts during games. He doesn't. But the real reason for that stare is way more intense than any rumor.
Moves towards the middle. Hughes takes the pass. Long shot. Scores!
Off the ice, he's a Norris winner traded to Minnesota a year after Vancouver made him captain. He won Olympic gold with his brother and drives a car most people can't afford. There's also rumors about his relationship with Olivia Bonn that have hockey fans guessing, because Quinn Hughes' lifestyle isn't what you think. Quinn Hughes grew up inside hockey the way most kids grow up inside a house. His dad Jim played the game and later coached it, including time as an assistant with the Boston Bruins. His mom Ellen played college hockey at the University of New Hampshire and later played for the United States women's national team. So, when Quinn and his two brothers started skating, it wasn't a hobby, it was the family business. Quinn came first. He's the oldest, and Vancouver took him 7th overall in 2018.
Vancouver selects from the University of Michigan, Quinn Hughes.
After 2 seasons at the University of Michigan, Jack went 1st overall to New Jersey in 2019. Then Luke went 4th overall to the Devils in 2021. Having 3 brothers all reach the NHL isn't luck. Their uncle, Adam Weinberg, celebrated Jack's overtime gold medal winner at the 2026 Olympics. The Hughes family had 2 sons on that Team USA roster. That moment showed exactly what this family is about. That upbringing matters because it explains the stare. Quinn wasn't just focused during games. He was raised in a house where dinner probably involved defensive zone coverage, and that intensity is why people misread him as robotic. The ghost rumor never had a chance against a kid who learned hockey from 2 parents who played at the highest level. At Michigan, Quinn roomed with Josh Norris, another future NHL player who became his best friend. He already had a reputation as a hockey nerd and a skating savant before he played a pro game. So, when fans saw that blank expression, they didn't realize they were watching someone who'd been training for that exact moment since he could walk. But being born into a dynasty doesn't protect you from getting traded. Quinn became the best defenseman in Canucks history pretty fast. He won the Norris Trophy in 2024, which goes to the best defenseman in the league. And that same year, Vancouver named him captain.
Quinn Hughes is the 15th captain of this franchise, Vancouver Canucks.
For a franchise that had been searching for a leader, it looked like they found their guy. Then, everything fell apart. The Canucks reached the second round of the playoffs in 2024.
Blockbuster, hard pass back. Hughes, wrist shot, scores!
But the next season went downhill fast. President Jim Rutherford and General Manager Patrick Allvin decided to rebuild, and that meant trading the face of their franchise. In December 2025, Vancouver shipped Quinn to the Minnesota Wild in exchange for Marco Rossi, Zeev Buium, Liam Ogren, and a 2026 first-round pick. It was one of the biggest blockbusters in recent NHL history. Quinn still had a year left on his 6-year, $47.1 million deal, and now he was wearing a Wild jersey. Head coach Adam Foote admitted on December 11th that the trade talk had been wrecking the locker room. He told reporters, "You can feel it in certain days more than others. I can feel it in certain days more than others. That these guys are human, that they can feel it. The damage was done. Being traded as captain after just a couple of seasons with the C is almost unheard of in hockey, and the fans in Vancouver were furious." For Minnesota, general manager Bill Guerin and owner Craig Leopold went all in. They hadn't made it past the first round of the playoffs in 10 years. They wanted more than just a playoff team, and Quinn was their answer. The problem is that nobody knows if he'll sign long-term there. His next contract could reset the market for defensemen and make him one of the highest paid players at his position. The trade happened in December. 2 months later, Quinn was wearing a Team USA jersey in Milan. The 2026 Winter Olympics men's gold medal game pitted the United States against Canada, and the stakes couldn't have been higher. Team USA hadn't won gold on the men's side since the 1980 Miracle on Ice. So this was a 46-year drought that most American hockey fans never thought they'd see end. Jack Hughes scored the overtime winner to make it 2-1. And the Hughes brothers celebrated on the ice together with Olympic gold around their necks. Their mom Ellen and dad Jim watched from the stands as both of their sons made history on the same night, which is the kind of thing that only happens in movies. Connor Hellebuck stopped 41 of 42 shots, a new record for most saves in a gold medal game. The Americans had to survive a barrage from Canada just to get to that overtime moment, and Quinn played big minutes on the blue line against the toughest competition in the tournament. After the game, the locker room celebration went viral. The team partied with friends and family, and President Donald Trump called to congratulate them personally. Quinn was right in the middle of it, smiling and celebrating with teammates who had just ended a drought that started before he was born. Winning Olympic gold doesn't erase getting traded, but it sure changes the narrative. For a guy who was supposed to be boring and robotic, the celebration footage showed someone who knew exactly how to enjoy the biggest moment of his career. He wasn't staring into space, he was living. But while Quinn was in Italy chasing gold, someone back home was posting from the beach. And hockey fans noticed immediately. Olivia Bonn is an influencer who has been rumored to be dating Quinn Hughes for months. Neither has confirmed or denied it, which only made the speculation louder. On February 12, 2026, right before Team USA's first Olympic game, Bonn posted a photo beneath a palm tree. She wasn't in Italy supporting Quinn, and the timing caught everyone's attention. Sports Illustrated writer Grant Young covered the post, saying that perhaps there was no deeper meaning. Or perhaps she was making it clear she wasn't anywhere near Hughes ahead of what might have been the most important week of his life. The post itself was just a vacation photo, but in the world of NHL gossip it became something bigger. Quinn Hughes is one of the best defensemen on the planet, and the idea that he might be linked to an influencer who posts tropical photos while he's playing for gold is exactly the kind of off-ice drama people don't expect from him. Whether they're actually dating or not, the rumor does one thing perfectly. It proves that Quinn's personal life is way more interesting than the ghost stories. And it shows that even his relationship status is a mystery that fans can't stop talking about. But if you really want to see who Quinn Hughes is off the ice, look at what he drives and where he lives. Quinn's an official brand ambassador for Porsche, and he drives a Cayenne coupe in chromite black with Mojave beige leather interior and 21-inch satin black RS Spider design wheels. It's the kind of car that costs more than most houses, and it fits a guy who just won the Norris and got traded a season later. Since the move to Minnesota, Quinn's been living in the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro area to stay close to wild facilities. Local insiders have rumored that he initially stayed at a property in Minnetonka that belongs to his former Vancouver teammate Brock Boeser, who's a Minnesota native. In the offseason, Quinn heads back to Michigan or New Jersey to train with his brothers Jack and Luke, which keeps the family bond tight even when they're playing for different teams. Away from the rink, Quinn's interests include cooking, cars, clothes, and golf. He's actually been described as a hockey nerd and skating savant, which means he's dialed into his craft but also enjoys normal stuff that has nothing to do with defensive zone coverage. The ghost rumor came from that wide-eyed stare, and Quinn finally addressed it at the 2026 Olympics. He told the Boston Globe, "Sometimes you hear some funny stuff out there, but yeah, as the people say, I'm usually seeing ghosts. I'm usually pretty zoned in on what's going on with myself and trying to get ready to do what I need to do." He doesn't see ghosts, he's just hyper-focused, which makes sense when you remember how he grew up. A kid raised by two parents who played at the highest level doesn't need supernatural help to read the ice. He needs the same focus that got him traded, got him to the Olympics, and got him that Porsche in the driveway. The boring label never made sense. Quinn Hughes is a Norris winner from a Hockey Dynasty, living in luxury, caught in blockbuster trade drama, winning Olympic gold with his brother, and debunking viral rumors while the internet speculates about his love life. If you want to see how another star lives off the ice, check out the Matthews video next.